Hello everyone, Auvbri here and welcome back to another speed build in The Sims 4. Today we are doing a nice little lonely house, I'm calling it. So I was really inspired by the Danish summer house, which is a house that we have here in Denmark, or most people have it. Where you can kind of go in the summer and it's like a little vacation home and it's really nice and just like a little vacation home, but it's not super modern. It's kind of like a scaled down house, I would say. And yeah, that's kind of what we did. So in the Danish summer house, we have most summer houses. I'm just gonna say this as a general, but most of the summer houses have a little, like, what we would call in English an outhouse, or a oh yeah, let's call it an outhouse. So it's kind of like greenhouse vibe, but it's not really a greenhouse. So it has all of these glass windows all around, and then it's kind of like attached to the house, so it's kind of like a room for itself, and it's also not a room by itself, if that makes any sense whatsoever. But I tried to capture the vibe of the house here, and the reason that I called it a little lonely is because I wanted this house to be kind of a nice little house off the skirts of the city. So I'm trying to create like a house that looks like it's by itself, like in the woods, and still kind of have like a little attachment to the world around it. So yeah, I tried to create a lot of detailing around the house to kind of make it a bit more realistic, just because it is a small build, and as you can see, it's not that long of a build. To be honest, I didn't have a lot of time to do this. So if you don't know, I'm working a lot, like really a lot at this moment, just because it's summer here in Denmark, and that's season 4 when people want to get out and eat out. So yeah, I'm working a lot at the moment, and I just wanted to get a build out, and I also wanted it to be a build that I could be proud of, and I'm super happy about how this build turned out, just because it means something to me. And I was actually really inspired by my childhood summer house that my grandparents had. Of course, I can't actually remember what exactly it looked like, but I was just inspired by the feel I got when I was there. So yeah, just keep that in mind, and let's jump into the house itself here. So this house has 2 kind of living rooms, and we have 1 bathroom and 1 bedroom and 1 kitchen dining room. So it's not that big of a house, definitely not a big house. And the thing with this house is I tried to make everything look good, but I also wanted it to look kind of like a mix between a I'm not sure how to call that. Like kind of like a thrift shop feel, kind of an old looking feel. So imagine that this house would be a place that you would only go like in the summer. So the furniture there would not be super modern. They would kind of be rough, and or at least most of them, some of those are super modern looking. But it will kind of be rough looking and have kind of like an old furniture and kind of have this super homey feel to it. So that's what I tried to recreate here. And as you can see, I just got the new game pack, the parented one. So there is a lot of new items that I wanted to use, but that just did not fit in well. But yeah, next week, what you're gonna see is actually a restaurant or a bar. I haven't decided yet on a penthouse lot. So stay tuned for that. I think it's gonna turn out to be freaking awesome. I have a lot of ideas. Maybe I'll just combine the two and have a restaurant bar at the top of a penthouse. Who knows? It could be freaking awesome. But yeah, just stay tuned for that, because I think it's gonna turn out to be a very nice build. But as you can see here, this actually, it's a really quick build, and I just love the feel of it. Yeah, it just all came together really quick, and also just because we didn't have a lot of work to, or a lot of space to work with, it just felt like it actually took a lot less time than it actually did. So this was only about an hour from start to finish, and I think the result is really nice. So I was just testing here if my sim could walk into the room with the bed like that. He could still do that, so no worries there. And as you can see, it's not the biggest bedroom. So I didn't actually have that much stuff in here. Just because, oh my god, that wallpaper that came with Parenthood that we're using in the bathroom here, I am freaking in love with it. I've been wanting a new wallpaper for the bathrooms, just something different forever, and they delivered an amazing wallpaper. I'm so in love with it, and I think it's freaking awesome. So for the outhouse here, I decided to go with kind of like a little relaxation living room area, and then I also wanted to have a place where one of the residents of this house, where he or she could kind of be a painter, because I put, let's go with that. I put a lot of paintings like they could look kind of homemade on the walls, and I thought it could be a cool idea to have, you know, when we have this big open area with a lot of windows, just to have an easel that looked out, so you could kind of imagine that the person would be there painting what's outside and stuff. And I thought that was a nice idea. And then I thought we needed a little area where you could kind of barbecue and enjoy some time with the family. And yeah, that's kind of it. Then we just need to put in a lot of detailing with the plants and stuff, but that don't take that long time. So, man, my voice sounds really deep right now. I don't know why. But yeah, as I said in the beginning, I tried to make this fit in with the surrounding, and there was a lot of trees in the surrounding, which was a perfect setting for this house. I also wanted it to kind of, you know, that feeling when it's kind of like on the outskirts of the woods, so it's kind of like on the edge of the woods, but it's still kind of a little bit in there. That's kind of what the feeling I was trying to accomplish here was. And then I wanted to have a really simple looking flower beds and stuff around this place, just because you have to imagine that people don't actually use this house a lot, so it needed to be simple. And then I tried to recreate, you know, flowers that were grown in the wilds by itself, around the place here. So yeah, we're gonna jump into the screenshots in a little bit, but I'm just going around putting in different flowers, just to kind of make it look a bit more realistic, and just to give it that realistic feel. And we're kind of done with the house now. So yeah, here we have the house. Remember, if you want to get this build, you can do that off the gallery. Just search my origin ID Auvbri, or is it EAID? Who cares? Auvbri should be able to find every single thing that I do. I know some people say that they are having trouble finding me, and if you use the browser, version of the gallery, I know there is a problem finding the content that I put on the gallery. I myself cannot find it at all. So try to go into the game and search Auvbri and find it that way. Or search hashtag Auvbri. I'm also using that, so try to do that and see if you can't find me. And that's kind of the only way I can help about that, because I've been in contact with EA and they don't know what to do about it. So I'm kind of stuck in the middle here. So sorry about that. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a big like, subscribe, share it with your friends. Stay tuned for next week's video, which is going to be a restaurant/bar on a penthouse. And there's nothing else for me to say. Then have a fantastic day wherever you are in the world. Bye!